one of the best ways to keep your iPad experience silky smooth and awesome is by using gestures, and I'm going to show you how right here on iOS Survival Book. So gestures are a simple way to use entirely your fingers and pretty much eliminate the home button. What you're going to do is open an app first of all. I'll open settings, for example. The first thing, actually, you have to go in the settings and be in general, and make sure multitasking gestures is turned on. Turn it off, these features will not work. Now the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take 5 fingers, put it smack down on the iPad like this, and pinch them together like that. And it closes the app. Now, if we want to get back to that app, we can temper, and it will be right there, and we can just close it. Now, normally we would press the home button to do this, like this. You can also do this fast, like that, or really slow, like that. You can do it at your speed. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is show the multitasking part. Sometimes people do not know about this, but this shows your recently running apps. It also gives you access to music controls. And then on an iPad, we have brightness, and also the orientation lock. So, what you can do instead of that is you can do this while you're on your home screen or in an app. You can take 4 fingers and swipe up. You can also do that with 5 fingers or 4. And then you can swipe through without having to tap the home button twice. You can just swipe it up with 4 fingers. This also works in an app. And because I have no other running apps, it doesn't show anything there, but you can get to it easily. And the next thing we're going to do, and it's also the final gesture, is we're going to open multiple apps. Let's open a few here so we can have some examples. Clock and calendar. Okay, now we have a few apps open. I'm going to open another one. And actually, let's go ahead and do iBooks. Okay, so now that we're in an app, we can swipe up, and we can go to these apps. We could tap either one of them to get any one. If we had multiple, we could swipe through, and we can get access to music controls, and brightness, and volume, and orientation lock, and also to the music app quickly. But the other thing that we can do is swipe with 3, or with, I believe it's 3. We can swipe 3 or with 4 or 5 fingers sideways to swipe between apps that I recently used. Now this will go in the order that they are in the orientation lock. So as you can see that, when we reach the end, it bounds like elastic, like that. It's kind of cool actually. And then we can swipe through to this, and then it will also bound like elastic. But we can do this in either direction. So when we're in this app, or we're in calendar, let's say we want to get to iBooks, which we were using before that, or which we got to calendar from iBooks. So we're going to go back. So you can see that, and then we can just close that. Another thing that we can do is close our apps, which is what we're doing here. And that's it. That's the best way to use gestures on your iPad. Make sure you have that function turned on, and it is an awesome way to interact with your iPad smoothly and effortlessly. And pretty much say goodbye to that home button. Thanks for watching this episode of iOS Survival Book.